Hello and welcome to another Raggy's craft beer review. So we're going over to Germany tonight. Yes, quick launch over to Germany. Over to Fuerst Wiacek, if that's even how you pronounce it. I have no idea. It's their Botanica IPA. 6.8%, so it's a decent strength IPA. It doesn't say it's collabed with anyone. The last beer I did was actually a collab. So, brewed in Berlin, Germany. So, let's see how it tastes. I've just spent the whole night clearing the kitchen, ready for the tomorrow. Good luck on them. Although, to be fair, if you're professional, a plasterer, a plumber, electrician, or a joiner, it's dead easy to do my kitchen. I am neither, and so it's not for me that easy. So, yellowy orange pour, centimetre of head on there, white head. I ain't got the fire on this time, so it's quite cool in here, to be fair. Just had some lovely chips, gravy and sausage. Oh, food of the gods. And I've got a Stilton pork pie waiting as well, and I might just have to have a slice or two of that tonight, as you do. But yeah, looking good. Subtle tropical notes on this. Well, let's dive in. God, it is cold. Still raining. Bloody weather. Hoppy. Hoppy, tropical. Easy drinking. 6.8%. Not really getting that at the moment, although I've had a few other beers as well, as you do. God, it's chilly. When I do the live beer reviews and the bloody gas fire is going on early before I get in the shed, so it's nice and toasty when I get in here. So I'm already half warm. Looking forward to 24 days of live beer reviews. You know, the beer doesn't really matter. It's more about the doing the lives and chatting and seeing what comes out and seeing if it's decent and if it's not so decent. It's going to be interesting. Looking forward to it. Got this beer from LowCostbeer. I think they've still got some of these Fuerst Wiaceks on, to be fair. If that's how you pronounce it. I never know, you know. Pronunciation is not my key area. And the bloody rain. Jesus. It's been so damp tonight. Luckily, we've stripped our kitchen waiting for the for the new kitchen to be fitted. Took out everything we want taken out, and then the rest is going to be binned and start again, and just hope we do a good job of it. You know, I suppose we'll see at the end of it. Always good fun. Wow, it's chilly. Proper nosedive. The temperatures at the moment. This morning I got to work and there was frost on the ground. First proper frost of the autumn/winter period. Technically, November is still classed as autumn. So we're not in winter yet. We're not in the shit time of the year, you know. The real, you know, kicking the bollocks time of the year. So it's going to be interesting next 3 months. And like a lot of people out there, we're trying to be careful with our gas and electric. Um, Turning lights off and that whenever you can. Gas. Um, Literally today we turned the gas on from 3 o'clock, turn it off at 7. And even the wife's on board with this, whereas before she was quite blasé. And even she's on board. So that just goes to show you how much it's affecting people, you know. It's scaring people. I mean, for other people, an hour, 2 hours a day is probably as much as they can afford, which is absolutely ridiculous. I wish I had a wood burner that also controls the electricity. Sorry, the central heating, because you know it wouldn't bother you. You would just chuck the wood in, burn it, dry the wood all year, waiting for these 4 months of, you know, the 4 really cold months to really get that heat on full max. And yeah, I wish I was one of these that had that capability. Sadly, I do not. So, you know, it's a case of budgeting and you know, going from there and you know, seeing how winter develops. And I can't, you know, I'm certainly not the only one who's worried about this winter. I mean, for everybody on low to medium wages, you are worried about the winter. For those on high wages and very, very high wages, you know, those sort of people, they're not worried. You know, they're continue their life. They may have you know, they may have 50 quid less to spend a week, but when the, you know, if you've got a lot of flow that you can spend, you're not really overly worried. But to those of us who haven't got that, it's a different kettle of fish. In any case, 6.8%. Like I say, got my low cost advent calendar ready for December the 1st. Really looking forward to it. So, now all of a sudden with this beer, the sediment layer has dropped in. Now it looks a hazy orange pour. So I think that is the intended colour. That to me looks like a proper, you know, proper craft beer. Full hazy orange, white head, 6.8%. That looks better now. So sometimes with cans, it may be the thing where they've settled to just give them a swirl round, you know, get it all moving round and then pour. Whereas some of the bottle condition ones, you don't want to do that because they go from being clear to hazy, and hazy is not what they're supposed to be. And it's that thing of knowing. That looks to me like it should do. That looks proper now. Lovely to have another German craft beer on the channel. There's been quite a few from Fuerst Wiacek, if that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea. No idea. But some cracking beers nonetheless. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Like I say, got them from LowCostbeer. And my advent calendar is awaiting. I'm so excited to get on that advent calendar. I'm literally a week on Thursday away now. Christmas is coming at a pace. Christmas is coming. Next year I've got my wedding vows. I've got my stag do. So on my first wedding I didn't have a stag do. Didn't really trust people to behave. And I'd have battered them if they'd have fucked about. And you know, I don't like none of that shit. None of this tying you to a lamppost naked. What the fuck's that about? You know, not having it. Not for me. I like a laugh, chat with friends. That's enough for me. You know, go out, have a few beers, have a great night out in good company. That to me is a proper stag do. None of this bollocks where they do stupid things. That's the reason I didn't bother. And yeah, so I've got a stag do to look forward to. Probably sometime in April, a couple of months before. And then July, is it the 14th? Something like that, 13th, 14th. Is my wedding vows. And then later in the year, September, my daughter's wedding. And it's really funny because the day after my daughter's wedding is my manager at work from one of the sites, Cockcliffe, Jo, and she's a lovely lady, you know. She's very similar to the way I am. It's like, you see it as it is, you tell people as it is, you know, you treat people as people, you know, and she's like me in female form, and absolutely, you know, I think she's a top-notch person. So busy year as it is, and then we've got 2 holidays planned next year already. One in March over to Norfolk, one in October over to Dorset area, Poole, Dorset, wherever that bloody is. I ain't got a clue. I know it's south somewhere. And so yeah, and then obviously there'll be we're not going to go abroad next year. We've got no chance of affording it, you know, not with everything else on the agenda. And hopefully the cars will behave next year, you know. Hopefully we won't get our bollocks, you know, our bottoms spanked by cars like we have this autumn. It's yeah. Life throws shit at you. Embrace that shit. Come to terms with that shit and move on from that shit. You know, in a lot of ways, if I looked at myself and myself stressing over stuff, if I thought to myself initially when it happened, okay, that's happened. Yeah, it's happened. Nothing I can do about it. Let's do this. Let's make a plan. Let's move on. That is the way. Why the fuck don't I do that? I'll never know. But that's the way. Oh, and it's really freezing here tonight. So, by Tuesday, when you'll see this beer review, I will be basically level again on beer reviews. So, we'll be going back to beer reviews on a daily basis where you're pretty much, you know, in the curve. And one does apologise, you know, crazy weekend of beer reviews, you know, 10 beer reviews just at pubs. And that's without the beer reviews at home. So, did I enjoy them? Hell yes. Yeah, it was great to get out there in the community, doing beer reviews, doing pub reviews, even doing food reviews, which is really strange, you know. It's different, yeah. I could do food reviews on a, you know, but I'm not like the others where eating all that spicy shite. Fuck that. I like me stuff that's mild, you know. I don't want stuff that makes me fucking wrench and that. Bollocks of that. As always, a raggy beer review takes longer. You get the beer, you get a bit of social, you get a bit of other stuff. You might go down Raggy Avenue and the odd tangent, as it were. But isn't that fun? You know, it's the fun side of things, isn't it? I watch theme park channels, and the best theme park channels are those who've got personality. You know, personality is kind of king, because I love theme parks, but half the time it's the personality when they come on the rides and they come off the rides shaking, or they're on the rides and they're fucking I'm dying, and that's the funny, you know, it is the funny side of things. Personality is the key ingredient. I personally think. I might be wrong, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So for me, in between citrus and tropical taste in this, bit of both really. It's easygoing, 6.8%. Not really feeling the ABV, although I've had a few sherbets tonight, as you can understand. It's been a long day. I need, working in the rain all day, you need something to just take that memory out of your mind that you've been wet all day, freezing, and really not enjoying life or work. From Berlin, Botanica, really enjoyed it. My last of the Fuerst Wiacek beers. Will I ever review them again? All depends what comes on the channel. I'll never know. I'll review what comes in, and I enjoy doing it. It's lovely to see what the German beer makers are doing. Makes a change from wheat beers. I know the German purity laws all okay, but they all taste the bloody same, or slight variations on the same theme. But yeah, tasting spot on. Good 4.4 out of 5 for me. And that's it for this review. I'm now freezing. The heating's not on in here. I've not put the gas fire on this time, and I'm absolutely frozen. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining in, liking, subscribing, commenting, and we'll see you soon. Cheers all.